the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, the one, the only Sportcat. I am live with you for the next 2 hours on Radio X, Dare Talk Radio, Country Radio, Australia, and a couple others. We're also rebroadcast on WZQR every night. I want to thank everybody for allowing us to tickle your ears and be a part of your day, our night, depending on where you are. And I want to thank you for coming over to us. I would appreciate it if you would come over and join our chat. We've got a great chat. We've got Denise here, and we've got Brenda here. We've got Randall here. Denise is not Denise. What's your name? What the hell is your name? Brenda. She's here. So,
wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great day. How are you, Brenda?
Well, I'm out of energy, but my eyes are running, my nose is running, so apparently some of my body fluids have got some oof.
That's a good thing, I guess. I don't know. As you saw by our opening graphic there, if you come over and saw us live on the Sportcat shows, or you watch us on tape delay, please come over. It costs you absolutely nothing to hit that subscribe button, and it would help us a lot. And after the show, all my loyal fans, if you would leave a chat to help put or leave a comment to help push us out through the algorithm, that would be great as well. But as I was saying, with the block, it appears we have a blockade on Venezuela, and we are turning their boats around and ships around that are coming in. A lot of them are from Iran and Russia, surprisingly enough, right? So yeah, there's apparently a blockade. We're unsure if there's any other activity going on right now in the Caribbean, because, well, the skies that are cut off and closed by our president are alive with B-52s. So I'm not sure what that means, but we will continue to follow it. As you can see, our military, that's all the military planes up right now, and they're very busy. So we'll keep an eye on that. And understand also there is a press conference from the president at 2. Is that right, Brenda?
2:30, I think they said, yeah.
Yeah. So
it'll probably be closer to 3 o'clock knowing Trump. He's late for everything.
He's late for everything, yeah.
He does that on purpose, but he's never, they say 2:30, he shows up at 2:45.
I guess it keeps him guessing, right? Jesus Christ. It doesn't have my schedule any, but hey, thanks, President Trump. So
I mean, if I was the president and everybody was expecting me to show up at a certain time, my ass would be early or late too. So, you know,
I mean, do what you want. You're
gotcha.
president. Yeah, you're the president. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can show up naked. Well, I don't know. They might not like that.
Oh, the media was all over the media.
He's got a small shrinky dink. So yeah, they would definitely. Well, they're we'll cover that in the news today. They're already over him because apparently yesterday during the cabinet meeting he had another power nap. It's nothing important, President Trump. You know, we're just talking about blowing shit up, and yeah, just go ahead, take a nap. It'll be all right. So
he's bored with it.
Yeah, I've heard all this.
Exciting conversation.
Yeah, I've heard all this, y'all. This is y'all's time to listen. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and take a nap. Y'all bomb whatever the hell you want to bomb. Not us. Just bomb whatever you want.
Isn't that how Biden got in trouble? Whatever you want. Go ahead. Well, this machine right here, it'll sign anything. Go right ahead.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to take a nap. So
I wore the right shirt for today. It says, yeah, no.
Well, you know, these presidents need to live by the Spider-Man motto. With great power comes great responsibility. No power naps, old man. So get to work. You got shit to do. We got shit to blow up. So we're America, my God. We got to blow some shit up. So
And we possibly could be with those planes over there.
Yeah, I don't know
I don't know
what's
what they're
going on
doing.
here.
Maybe they are doing a mass evacuation, and they're gonna leave McConey or whatever the hell his name is there by himself when they do blow it up.
Well, no, see, here's the problem. He has recruited, Maduro has recruited women and children, and and armed them all and told them to shoot at anything that's not like us. And so here, I can already see this is going to be a problem. We're gonna go over there and do what America does. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna blow shit up, which that's what we do, and we're gonna end up killing some women and some kids, and in the I love that they already used the term fog of war, which
so he's
it
standing
is.
behind the women and children is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
what a puss ass.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not opposed to. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but something like is going to have to give. We're gonna have to use missiles or something. I don't know. So it's
you're not that late, Chris. Hello.
Yeah, Chris, we're just talking about bombing shit. We're not sure what these planes down here over Venezuela are doing. So the B-52s, they certainly are capable of doing some stuff. So
well, maybe it's the music band B-52s. Maybe they're making a comeback.
You can leave them over there. I don't think I missed anything. I still don't know why the tin roof is rusted. So
because of the rain.
I don't know. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this and see what happens. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. It
kind of sounds like our show. We don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something.
It's pretty much what I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Somebody made me responsible and put me in charge of a show. What the hell?
God.
When did this happen?
Yeah, that's recently happened to me.
Yeah, you're having to make some adult decisions out here. So. Yeah, congratulations.
Hey, by no means do I identify as an adult. That is
but you are a content provider, Brenda. So in another fine news organization that I'm no longer affiliated with once lectured me on, we have a responsibility to tell the truth. And we have a responsibility to stay right up the middle. It doesn't matter if I go one way, you can't go the other. We got to stay straight up the middle. So,
well, that derailed, didn't it?
And just leave it alone.
One went one way, and he took it up the middle.
Yeah. So, it's 2:10 here on the East Coast.
There you go. Change the subject.
I'm gonna get out of this before I get in trouble. So it's 2:10 here on the East Coast. It's 11. What the hell is 11:10 in where the hell is that? California.
California.
Denver. It is 12:10. Chicago, Chris, you are late. It's 1:10. Welcome, Chris. For our fans listening overnight in Australia, it is 3:10 in the morning. I don't know why in God's name you're listening to me at 3:10, but I appreciate it. I love you all. Sydney, it is 6:11 a.m. And for our friends in Lord Howe, it is also 6:11 a.m. So there you go. You guys and gals that are waking up right now, hurry up, get your burnt toast and coffee ready. Sit down and get ready for whatever type of shenanigans we're going to do here in a minute.
I'm just waking up now, so I already had my coffee.
Brenda, there's a cold moon coming, right?
I thought you said that was last night.
No, Brenda, would you ever listen to me? No.
No, I don't like to pay attention to half the shit you say.
It's the 4th. I don't know. It'll be 6:15 on the U.S. East Coast. It will be... Chris, I gotta be good. It's full. The moon is full at 6:15. and 3:14 on the Pacific coast, but I don't know if you can see it at 3:14 in the afternoon. But it is the last supermoon until like it won't even be our lifetime. Like, so we'll be dead. So,
Is this what NASA has told you?
oh no, NASA is in trouble again. So there's some kid in Peoria that's got a damn pocket telescope with better pictures of the comet than they do. Jesus Christ.
I know it.
It's a Plato telescope he made, but yeah. So there's some things we need to do with this big full moon. It's going to be closer, like I said, than it will probably be. I think they said 2042. I'd have to go back and check, but it's going to be it's the last
shoot at it.
Yeah, don't fact check me, by the way, because I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But at the time that it's full moon, we need to go outside and get a deeper understanding of ourselves. It's a time to contemplate and reflect. So what in the hell are you doing? Tell Susie you got a goddamn show.
No, that was my sugar. That was my sugar machine. It says, "Hey, yo, woman, your sugar's high." That's what it said.
Eat another Snickers. You'll be all right. So yeah, go outside. Maybe get a social group or family and take your shoes off. Hold hands. Get grounded and center yourself. So it's the time to do that because, well, we're also coming up on a holiday. So it's a good time to make peace with your inner self. So that's the takeaway you're supposed to get from this full moon.
And you have to go outside to do that? Is that what it says?
Well, yeah, because you can't see it. So,
but see, I like to be naked.
You need to go outside and focus on seeing the moon and let go of all that psychic fog. Just let it all go and just clear your.
I like to be naked when I'm getting inner peace. And I'm sure if I went outside with the moon, my neighbors would call the cops and say, "Hey, that one-legged fat bitch down the way has lost her mind."
Denise says it's too cold to go outside. Well,
I know that.
You people just don't want to get grounded, do you? The hell with all of you. I'll be outside naked by myself. So the hell with all of you.
Plenty of grass, and I can't hug a tree because my wheelchair won't let me get close enough. But I sure try.
I'm gonna buy you a bonsai tree. Is what I'm gonna
do. Oh, I would pet it every day. I would even call it Glenn.
Randy, if you're listening, please clip that. Oh my God. And he's signing you to a contract. What the hell is he doing? So it's only 98% illuminated tonight. So on the 4th, which it's already the 4th in Australia, it's their overnight. They need to go outside and get ready because on the 5th for them, it'll be full and they can get naked and go outside and ground themselves. So,
do you know that all of Australia just went woohoo and they're all stripping already?
I'm developing a new group of nude followers.
I'll take it. Australia.
I'll take it. Send pics at Sportcat on X. There you go. So yeah. It's a time for reflection before the holiday. So there you go. I need to do it because I'll be traveling to Tennessee this weekend. So
I'll keep an eye
good chance I'll be laying out in a field somewhere in East Tennessee this weekend, naked, staring up at the moon. So
well, do me a favor when you're on your way out to Tennessee, if you stop at a comic book store, make sure you let me know that's where you're at, because if you're sitting where you're sitting for too long, I might call the cops and have them come look for you.
You get nervous. Okay. See, Brenda stalks me, so we've
only
got
when you go on trips.
I got Life 360. She tracks me, and she's supposed to track me on Google Maps, but she doesn't do it. She hates me. And so I tell her, leave me alone. I'm going into a comic book store, and I'm in there for like, what else? It was an hour and a half.
3 hours.
It was a small period of time, whatever. And you're like texting me and messaging me, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to find my inner peace in the comic book store. Would you leave me the fuck alone?
Okay, as long as you're not dead on the side of the road. Excuse me for caring.
I'm trying to find my inner peace in the comic book store.
I am your inner peace.
I don't know if I can go to that store anymore. As much as I love books, I love to read. Even I have not made enough time to read this year. In my Kindle. Amazon went berserk on me last night. Apparently, there was a lot of pre-ordered comic books at some point in time I had done. I get about 200 emails last night. I'm like, ooh, I hope Mrs. Sportcat doesn't check the Amazon account.
Oh, God.
So yeah. So, but no, to get back to no, I'll tell her it was her perfume or some shit. I'll make up something.
It was your rock, baby. It was the rock I got you for your birthday.
Those goddamn things tried to kill me. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I love used books. I love going to those stores. And the problem is I buy too many. And I've got like and plus I have authors sending me books to read. And I've got too many. Now
on my defense, that's why I tell you to get the hell out of that store when you're in there too long. I know what you're doing. A
shopping cart full of books on disc golf, Tai Chi, and comic books.
And why do you have books on Tai Chi? It's not like you're going to get out there and lift your leg. What are you doing?
I do Tai Chi. I do Tai Chi. I do like the bending crab or something. I don't know. I threw my back out and I discovered Tai Chi. And it actually works, Brenda. You can do it from your wheelchair.
I was going to say, you can do it from your chair.
Yeah, you can do it from your chair. You can do it from your wheelchair. And it's just movement.
I know it.
I had this argument with somebody. They're like, "Oh God, that's a cult." No, it's not. It's a goddamn exercise. Jesus Christ, people. So my fans might have just heard me say that Mrs. Sportcat's rocks tried to kill me. So yesterday, this is why I can't be left alone. Yesterday, I went to get up and the rolling chair here slipped and I was facing the window looking out. And so I was bent over. And when I stood up, this shelf she's got with all the damn rocks on it, and it's got my challenge coins on it too, hit me right in the head and about knocked my damn self out. Right on the corner of that shelf. Oh my God.
If you would have been knocked out on the floor, I would have told Miss Sportscat to go in there quick.
No, here's the thing. No one would have known. No one would have cared. They don't check on me.
Your grandson goes in there all the time and checks on you.
Well, yeah, he's just coming in here to terrorize me. He come in here and asks me, he says, "What are you doing?" Hell, I don't know. So his mom's like, "Don't cuss in front of him." What the fuck do you mean? And I did learn something last night in a meeting.
What?
This show, although it's not geared towards all ages, but young adults are listening to us. Real young adults. And I was like, we can't be responsible for that. So yeah, apparently we're reaching across and making connections with the younger generation. So that's good. I'll try and tighten up my language. So Chris, don't cuss. So
don't blame Chris.
I can't blame Randy. I'm about to have him as a partner. So the sun is still running ahead of schedule. 10 minutes and 1 second. We're gonna do the time smear. So, and here's our solar system, and we can see Earth there, and all of the comets. And Brenda just decided to leave me all the comets that are headed straight for our sun, and they're gonna photobomb the Earth, or not photobomb it. They're just gonna hit it. Maybe Brenda will come back and join us. So, in 3i Atlas, well, it's still out there somewhere. And I read a story today that there's some kid in like South America with a telescope in his backyard that has better pictures than NASA does. I don't know if it's true or not, because, with AI, everything is screwed up. So, hey, welcome back. Glad you could join the show. So,
did you kick me out?
No, I didn't. Not this time.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
I'll find out later.
So we missed all the comments about to plunge into our sun and send us to a grave. So
Oh, now it's going to hit
just
the
blame
sun
me. I
and
like
not
being in
us.
the mix of things. So, Denise says I've already warned you. My nieces they rewatch this. Oh, okay. I'll try not to cuss, Denise. So I'll try really hard. Brenda, hold on. I got this out of order somehow. I'm putting us. I got us a new one. I don't know if this one's any good or not. So we'll see.
Okay.
So we have some categories here: pop music, movies, geography, science, computer, literature. You don't read. Classical music. You have no fine taste. History, television, sports, languages are miscellaneous. Which of those would you like to take the quiz in?
Let's do the music.
Music. Oh, pop music.
Yep.
You sure? Okay, you can do pop,
Why
not
not?
classic.
We'll try it.
Okay, now Chris says television. All right, so we're up to
We'll
another
go
one
with
here.
that one too.
Well, we can go back if you fail miserably. So do you want to do 50s, your age group, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s?
70s.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Now, here's the next one. Do you want to do album covers, albums, lyrics, songs? What do you want to do?
Let's do songs.
Songs. From what year?
The 70s.
Well, that's a 10-year period.
What?
70s or 80s? Make up your mind, damn it.
All right, let's do songs in 1980. There you go.
I gotta go
better?
back. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
All right, so we're gonna go songs from the 80s.
You might lose some weight in your fingers,
so
Daddy.
We want to do don't start on me. I'll kick you out. So you want to do songs. You don't want to do lyrics or albums.
Nope, songs.
So, okay, songs. We'll start with songs number 1. All right, Brenda. The question is: Dolly Parton, Don McLean, Kenny Rogers, Diana Ross, Christopher Cross, Paul Simon, and Queen were big in 1980. Do you know their and others popular singles of 1980?
Wait, I misunderstood that question. What
do
the
you
hell
know their and other popular singles of 1980?
Do I know their popular singles?
Yeah, I guess that's the.
Who were the?
Dolly Parton, Don McLean, Kenny Rogers, Diana Ross, Christopher Cross, Paul Simon, Queen. They were big in 1980.
Yeah.
And other popular singles.
Pretty sure if I heard them, I thought you were going to do music.
Well, we are. We can't play it. Okay. Who had a hit with this song, The Rose?
That would have been, Bette Midler did one.
Midler, okay. Correct. All right. Let's go to the next one. The theme from New York, New York.
The song is New York, New York.
But who sang it?
Oh, who sang it?
Who sang it?
That was, who do I have down here? Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. Okay.
I guess that's a guess.
No, I think you're correct.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Denise agrees with you. Sarah. Who sang Sarah? You get your choices of Kenny Rogers, Frank Sinatra, Bruce Springsteen, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, I can picture the song in my head. Who in the hell is singing that? Let's do. Oh God, whose voice is that? Somebody else, Robin. We'll do. Oh, we'll hit Bruce Springsteen. Why not? What the hell?
Oh, Bruce Springsteen. Is that your final answer? You sure?
Probably not. I could be wrong.
I don't think it's Bruce Springsteen.
Okay. Well,
okay. It was Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, shit.
Okay. It's still rock and roll to me. Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen.
Billy Joel.
Okay. Billy Joel. All right. All right. You've only missed one so far, and I wouldn't have missed any. So, All Out of Love.
Earth Play.
Okay. Good choice. I agree with you. I would have been perfect so far. Funky Town. That's easy. Rod Stewart, Dolly Parton, Lips, or Fleetwood Mac?
lips because I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't no way that shit came out of Dolly Parton.
Don't stand so close to me. The Police, Lips, Air Supply, or ABBA?
Police.
Oh, okay. We're so far on a roll. This quiz may work out. Another one bites the dust. Barbara Streisand,
Queen.
Fleetwood Mac, Queen. All right, Queen. All right. Hungry Heart. David Bowie, Bruce Springsteen, John Lennon, Rolling Stones. I think
David Bowie, maybe.
I think
Or was it Bruce Springsteen?
I think it's David Bowie, but I'm not sure. This may be the one that trips me.
Yeah.
We'll give the chat
David
a second
Bowie.
to catch up.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I want to say it's definitely not Lennon.
No.
Bruce, I'm not sure on, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Rolling Stones. So I would say either Bruce or David. Chris says Bruce.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Bruce. If I recall, it seems like a deeper tone. So I'm going to go with Bruce. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I'll agree.
All right. We'll see if we're right. All right, Chris.
Good job,
Chris.
Chris.
You're right. Oh, this is a hard one.
What?
Who had this hit song? A Forest. Dire Straits, Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, The Cure. Ooh.
Oh, that is a toughie.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't the Stones, Chris. I was pretty sure on that one. A Forest. This is a tough one. Ooh, who had this hit song, A Forest? Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, The Cure. Okay, I'm going to rule Stevie out because he couldn't see a forest, so I'm going to rule him out.
Actually, I think he's lying. He could see his whole entire life. But let's go with Bob Marley. What the hell?
Bob Marley. Is that your final answer? All
sure.
Right, that's what Denise says. So let's see. Oh, it was The Cure.
Dang it.
All right. So, all right. We've got a B score. So, you want to play again, or are we done with this for the day?
Oh, what time is it? Well, we're 30 minutes in, so
it's up to you. It's
a slow news day today, right? Should we play again, guys?
No, not really.
Oh, well.
You want to go again, or you want to go again or not? We can hit this again tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. I like this one. Let's keep this one.
Right. So Trivia Plaza. There you go. Everybody that's listening, we were just on Trivia Plaza. So go check it out. Send us some suggestions on what you want to do. All right. So today's puzzle from the Daily Trivia, only 2 letters to form a phrase saying you are twice as big as me.
Oh. Only 2 letters.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to your mind.
Yeah, I was stuck on only 2 letters.
Only 2 letters to form a phrase. 2 letters to form a phrase. You are twice as big as me.
Chris says he wants to phone a friend.
We? Maybe?
Me? I don't know.
I'm not sure on this one. We? I don't know. 1W.
Huh?
IW.
1W.
IW. 1W.
Oh, whoever wrote this,
these bastards trick us every day.
He's a smart ass. That's what that is.
Chris is like, F you.
Very good, Chris.
Hey, this is the definition of our show. The quote of the day is: the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So that's the theme of the quote of the day, and that's the theme of the Democrat Party. So at Sportcat. What happened on December 3rd? Well, the 7-inch and 45 RPM record were released. The new format by RCA and Billboard magazine today in 1948 was the release of them. Now, we talked about this yesterday, didn't the 33? But Wasn't the 33 smaller than the 45?
I don't remember the 33s. I remember the 45s, but I don't remember the 33s.
I remember the 33s because they were in record stations, but I want to say they were smaller. And now this I didn't know. They originally, and this is probably why they're such collector's items, from RCA and I guess MGM, they were different colors. For classics, they were dark blue, and for international, they were light blue. I did not know this. Yellow for juvenile. They must be talking about the label. It can't be the color of the album, even though there are blue albums. Because who sang Blue Suede Shoes? I still have a copy of that, and the album is in blue. But it must be the label. It's the different colors. Yellow is juvenile. Bright is red. Bright red is folk. Deep red is classical. Green, it's got to be the label because I remember all of ours were green. So Denise says she has a red album. I'm pretty sure Blue Suede Shoes. I've got my grandfather's copy of that pressed vinyl, and it's translucent blue. So, and the black label is popular. So, Streetcar Named Desire came out this day in 1947. Tennessee Williams' Broadway play opens starring Marlon Brando is Stanley. So not Stanley from Laurel and Hardy. The first flag of the United States was this day in December 3rd, 1775. During the first year of the American Revolution, a flag was needed to represent the Congress and fledgling nation. The Grand Union flag is adopted, also known as the Continental Colors, the Congress flag, the Cambridge flag, and the First Navy ensign. It was replaced in 1777 by the flag of 13 stars and 13 stripes. And now it's got how many, Brenda?
Do I? 50.
You talking to
what?
me? We're just doing a show here, Brenda. Nothing important.
I know. I'm a multitasker. I'm doing 20 things at one time right now. So go ahead. A flag.
Right. Presumption of innocence and reasonable doubt. This day in 1770, future U.S. President John Adams, in his opening comments for the defense of 8 British soldiers accused of murder after the Boston Massacre. That many guilty persons should escape unpublished, then one innocent person should suffer. The reason is because it's more important to the community that innocence should be protected than it is that guilt should be punished. For guilt and crimes are so frequent in the world that all of them cannot be punished, and many times they happen in such a manner that is not much a conscience to the public, whether they are punished or not. But when innocence itself is brought to the bar and condemned, especially to die, the subject will exclaim, "It's immaterial to me whether I behave well or ill, for virtue itself is no security." And if such a sentiment as this should take place in the mind of the subject, it would be an end to all security whatsoever. So to set the precedence for presumption of innocence, clients that they must be proven guilty as opposed to proving they are innocent. This was the first time the phrase reasonable doubt was used in a court, when Justice Peter Oliver instructed the jury, if upon the whole ye are in any reasonable doubt of their guilt, ye must then, agreeable to the rule of law, declare them innocent. So that's the reasonable doubt theory.
I still think I have a theory. I think that if they would have made more women police than men and told us to get out there and treat these criminals like children, I think we wouldn't have as much crime in the world. And there'd be a lot of men lining up just wanting to be spanked.
I don't think you can just go around spanking people.
I think you can. Used to.
I'm seeing somehow You just like to spank people. Chris says, I stopped paying attention to this too. Brenda deserves apology. She knew the guy was born. So, well, I mean, he was just a future president and one of the first lawyers. But so yeah, reasonable doubt. So yeah,
Still think
reasonable
this
doubt.
banking should have been in
So,
order.
there's many theories in color of law. So it's a fascinating study, and believe it or not, I actually took pre-law. So
I think I'm going to go to school and become a judge. Spankings are in order.
you got to be a lawyer first, Brenda.
Stop messing up my dreams. God, you mess up any wet dream, don't you?
In Beaufort, India, a gas leak at the Union Carbide plant killed 3,787 people, 558,125 injured. In 1989, they are ordered by the Indian Supreme Court to pay, that's a lot of zeros, was that 470 million in restitution, or is that billion? Yeah, it's million. So the first long distance solar powered flight this day in 1980 by Janice Brown. So flying the Solar Challenger was designed by Paul McCready, covering 6 miles in 22 minutes. There is a land speed record.
Yeah.
Biden was a future president. He makes as much sense as that horse shit. Wow. Wow. Chris, you would never made it in pre-law class. You had to read all this old English stuff and the color of law and the theory of law, the life of law. So 11
what
people
happened down the line. You don't have to do that
all
now.
that, even with all that, I'm still not a scientist. So 11 people trampled to death at a Who concert in 1979.
Oh.
English rock band The Who was performing at Riverfront Coliseum, now known as Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, when a rush of concert goers outside the Coliseum entry doors resulted in the crushing death of 11 and 26 injured. They were waiting to be let in a single set of doors. I've never been that excited to go do anything. They started pushing forward when they thought they would be open. So it was when the song began to play. They assumed the Who were already starting early and began pushing forward, causing more people to be trampled and asphyxiated.
It was at that moment they figured out they needed more doors.
There had to be some psychedelics to that.
Always. Yeah.
I mean, I understand the trampling and the asphyxia, but damn, at some point you'd be like, hey guys, doors aren't open. We're just running into each other here. Come on.
Yeah. We're just going to knock the wall out all together. Let's go.
Yeah. This day in 1967, the first successful human heart transplant performed by a team led by Christian Barnard of South Africa. The patient lived for 18 days. So.
That looks like Bender from Futurama. Red bulby head and the thing. It does.
Malcolm X. Justice by any means necessary. This day in 1964, civil rights leader Malcolm X declares that if laws aren't enforced because of the color of a person's skin, then those people are justified in using any means necessary to bring justice. That is the vigilante theory. So,
my goodness.
Yeah. The Voice of Firestone. This day in 1928, The Voice of Firestone debuted on NBC, originally titled The Firestone Hour. It featured classical music and leading singers from opera. It ran on the radio until 1957 and on television from 49 to 63. It was sponsored by Firestone.
All right.
Chris, you should know this. December 3rd, 1818, Illinois becomes the 21st U.S. state. It's Algoin for warriors is their code, is their motto. I would have to Google that. My Latin sucks.
I'm not even sure I know what that is.
It's their state motto. So Illinois is Algoin for warriors. So it's their state motto. I'd have to Google it to, I'm pretty sure it's Latin. Hell, it may be English. Fuck, I don't know. What do I know? I just got a GED. So
I have an emergency. I will be right back. Let me turn my camera off. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's an emergency.
Okay.
Kind of. I'll be right back.
All right. We'll be here. The first practical steamboat this day in 1787. James Rumsey demonstrates his steamboat is going against the current of the Potomac River at a rate of 3 knots. His craft was 50 feet long and carried 2 tons of rock, 8 women passengers. He utilized a form of jet propulsion by pumping water through a channel that ran along the keel. He is considered the first practical steamboat due to its ability to carry cargo and passengers. So, all right. So he had done it in the Delaware River the previous August. Ozzy Osbourne, his birthday would have been today. He was born December 3rd, 1948. And as we know, he passed away recently. Andy Williams, he was born this day in 1927. I remember Andy Williams. Let's see. Gilbert Stewart, I don't know that name because they were born in 1755, an American artist best known for his unfinished portrait of George Washington in 1796 that is used on the $1 bill. Okay. They've been used on postage stamps. He painted portraits of more than 1,000 people, including the first 6 U.S. presidents. Although Washington's portrait was never completed or delivered to Washington after Washington's death, Gilbert cashed in on Washington's fame by making 130 copies of the painting and selling them for $100 each. That was nice of him. Terry Schiavo was born this day in 1963. American medical case. After suffering a cardiac arrest in 1990 that left her brain damaged, a major legal battle ensued over the right of her husband to have her feeding tube removed. It was eventually removed, resulting in her death 13 days later. Rick Mears. I was thinking of the disc jockey. Rick, I think it was Rick Mears. Born this day in 1951. He was a 4-time Indianapolis 500 winner, American auto racer. Jean-Luc Godard was born this day in 1930. He was one of the most influential filmmakers with Breathless in 1959 and A Woman is a Woman in 1961. Jack McMahon, an American basketball player and coach in the NBA, was born this day in 1928. Ferlin Husky, I recognize that name, born in 1925. This is why I recognize an American Country Music Hall of Fame singer. A Dear John letter, Gone, Country Music is Here to Stay, and Wings of a Dove. Richard Pierce was born this day in 1877, a New Zealand farmer and an aviation pioneer. He reportedly built and flew a monoplane craft in March of 1903, 8 months before the Wright brothers. Wonder what the difference in a monoplane must just have one wing, I guess. The first female professional chemist in the U.S., Ellen Henrietta Swallow Richards, born this day in 1842. The first woman admitted to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1870. She earned her B.S. degree in 1873 and became the first female professional chemist in the U.S. in 1884. And she became MIT's first woman faculty member. Let's see. George McClellan, born this day in 1826, an American soldier, served during the Mexican War, leaving the Army to work with the railroads until the outbreak of the Civil War, where he served as commander-in-chief of the Union Army. Interesting. Let's see. I don't cover deaths because that's too much. Let's see. So what else do we have going on this day? We're not going to go back to 1500s. 1989, Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev and U.S. President George H.W. Bush declare the Cold War is over on this day. Okay. I think they're wrong. 1984 was the Union Carbide disaster. We talked about that. And let's say, okay, we talked about that. Today in 1968, Elvis Presley's comeback special airs on NBC. His first live performance in 7 years. It relaunched his singing career. 1908, Edward Elgar's Symphony No. 1 is performed by the Holly Orchestra, conducted by Hans Richter, premiering in Manchester, England. 2019, Spotify announces Drake as the most streamed star of 2010s with 28 billion streams, while Ed Sheeran's Shape of You is the most streamed track with 2.4 billion streams. Good Lord. 1961, Anton Giesnick becomes the first non-Japanese judo world champion. And let's see here. The first official flag, we just talked about that. The Grand Union flag is raised above the naval vessel USS Alfred this day in 1775. And let's see. Frederick Douglass published the first issue of his anti-slavery newspaper this day in 1847. Agatha Christie in 1926 disappears. In 1948, Ozzy was born, the first heart transplant in 1967. 1975, the wreck of the HMS Britannic is discovered by Jacques Cousteau. And we talked about that. 2015, Scott Weiland, the frontman for the rock band Stone Temple, dies of an accidental overdose on his bus while stopped in Minnesota. Okay. Let's see what else we can get into here today. And that was the toxic gas. There's a lot of bad things happen on this day, apparently. So let's see. I don't know that they ever did find Agatha Christie. I guess I should read the whole story, but I don't know the answer to that. Today, December 3rd, for some reason, they're saying is Giving Tuesday, but today is Wednesday. So wouldn't it be Giving Wednesday? December 3rd is International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Hey, and speaking of which, there comes Brenda.
Well, they did Giving Tuesday or Giving Monday on Tuesday, so it's only fair they do Giving Tuesday on Wednesday.
Okay, yeah.
You know, when you're given medication for procedures and they work faster than you think they will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Today is Candle Day. It's also Coats and Toys for Kids Day. That's a good cause. I know a lot of fire departments up in the north today, they collect coats and distribute them in schools to children. It's Crate Day. It's Day of Navarre. It's Farmer's Day in Ghana.
It's Crate Day?
It's crate.
Does that mean I get to put you in your crate?
Yeah, you can try. Many women have tried. Denise wants to know, when is your procedure? Are they doing a lobotomy?
First thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Will you be here for the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Fox. False for Fox. How do you pronounce that? Fox. It's Fake Fur Friday. Feast of
Fake Fur Friday.
It's what it says. Feast of St. Francis Xavier. First Sunday of Advent. Let's hug day, Brenda. Let's hug. It's the National Day of Giving. National Green Bean Casserole Day. God, there's enough of that left over in my refrigerator to give everybody.
That's why they named that day.
National Heather Day. National Make a Gift Day. National Rhubarb Vodka Day. What?
Rhubarb vodka.
Rhubarb vodka. I can't say that I've ever had rhubarb vodka. I guess you could make it. You can make it out of beets. You can make it out of potatoes. I guess rhubarb is Okay.
Yeah.
National Roof Over Your Head Day is today, and Saba Day in Saba. All right. Let's see what else we got
Where's
into.
Saba?
It's somewhere out there. I don't know.
I never even heard of Saba.
Yeah, it's probably on the African continent, if I had to guess, but I don't know. Let's see. We've covered most of these, and yeah, we've covered most of these, so we'll move on. I'm sure there's some pressing news we got. Package Protection Day, the Wednesday after Thanksgiving.
Wrap her up, boys.
Isn't that what the Second Amendment is for? So, Choose Women Wednesday. I get in trouble for that. So, International Day of Persons with Disabilities. We talked about that. National Apple Pie Day. There's some of that left in my refrigerator too. Let's see. All right, we'll keep moving on here. And well, today is the 337th day of 2025, 73rd day of autumn. We're getting closer to the end of the year. So 18 days until winter begins. So, Brenda, does it snow a lot in Antarctic?
I don't think it snows in Antarctic,
I
period.
would say
I
it's
think that
probably
it's
too
just
cold to snow.
always, it's always cold, it's always icy, it's always, well, maybe it snows every
It's
day.
one of the
Who knows?
driest places on Earth. It gets only
Yeah.
an inch or two of snow each year, making it much less than a desert. Those 2 inches, however, have been piling up for centuries. The snow cover there is thought to be about 2 miles deep, making it a glacier. Interesting.
2
And
miles.
yeah, we'll have to bid the Old Farmer's Almanac goodbye at the end of the year. We won't be using that site anymore. They won't be
Of course
around.
not.
So
They
they're gonna,
don't want us to know nothing that's supposed to be good.
yeah, it's going
And
away.
make up
So.
their own
Yep,
liars.
yep, it'll be going away. So
They're going to be letting NASA do it. Watch out, guys.
yeah.
Be prepared for here it is, there it is, gone today, here tomorrow.
There you go. All right, Brenda, another trivia question for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
here we go. What law school did Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, go to?
Well, he was in New York, so who the hell knows? I don't know the name of the law school.
It was revealed in Detective Comics number 439 via diploma on the wall. You don't know? No clue? He played football there. He's third generation. He went to Yale Law School. You didn't know that? You didn't know that Batman went to Yale?
I never.
See?
You know what? Well, first of all, I didn't deal with comic books because I wasn't that big of a nerd. Okay.
Whatever. See?
Yeah, whatever.
Diploma of Law, and it's in the comic book. So yeah, right there. Went to Yale. Yeah.
Good for him.
Who knew? So
he went to Yale and ended up wearing a tight-fitted suit around a bulky body that he probably didn't have to begin with.
Well, you know what? He's the Caped Crusader. So
he is.
Well, yesterday, and I guess we should check and see if there's any press conferences.
Nope, none.
Nothing live in there. But anybody tell me if they find out he goes live. Today, we're talking about the $1,000 baby bonus that he talked about yesterday. That was on the air while we were live. And they say this is part of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, but I swear to God, I did not read that in there. And I didn't read every line, but I did read it. So,
oh, I'm pretty sure it was probably in there. It was just worded different.
Well, of course, they're lawyers. So, this begins next July 4th, and children born between 2025 and 2028 will be eligible. You have to apply for it for a $1,000 bonus into their account. It's an investment, and this investment will grow. Businesses will be able to invest in your kids' account, as can you. So now, children starting July 4th of next year, that are less than 10, their parents can also apply, and they will get $250 in their account. And as with the other, your parents, or I guess your grandparents, I don't know, and your business can invest in the account as well. So that starts July 4th. You can go to the White House website and apply for it. Go ahead now and get on the email list, because I'm sure this is going to July 4th or July 5th. It's probably going to crash the system. So go ahead and start signing up for it now.
You get an email flashing in red. We ran out of money. You guys are having too many kids.
I'm pretty sure they're probably already started investing the money, but it's kind of weird how they're doing this, because they're also looking at by zip code and looking at median families with incomes below $150,000. So if they're considering below 150,000 blue collar, I guess. So I don't know. I haven't looked at the absolute math of it, but some zip codes will get more than others. So
I'm with Denise. I'm getting a fake birth certificate.
Yeah.
So don't mention my name. I don't exist.
Children's parents, guardians, family members, friends, and employers can contribute, and you can apparently up to $2,500 each year. So I don't know if that's per grandparent, per business, or I don't know what the specifics are. I'm sure they're working out the tax law. So the annual total contribution per child can only be $5,000. So, and they say that may be eligible in 2027 for COLA. So, meaning they'll raise it. So the accounts will be invested in of course, the stock market, and I'm sure the government is gonna manage your money so well.
Oh, no, God.
You cannot get your money before you're 18. You cannot do that. So now, when you turn 18, we're talking about children that are either less than 10 at July 4th of next year, or born between July 4th, 2025 and 2028. They can not withdraw the money until they're 18. And then at 18, they're going to be subject to taking it out with taxes if they withdraw it before they're under 59 and a half. See, this is going to be this is why I oppose this.
Now, that does not make any damn sense. That's supposed to be non-taxed.
Nope, it's taxable. Of course it's taxable, Brenda.
Well,
come on.
Okay, so tell me this. If you turn 18 years old and you want to go to college, in order for you to take that money out and use it towards college or living or anything,
10% tax.
Or sit on it till you're 56 years old. What if you don't live to be 56 years old?
59. Get your
59.
59 and a half, almost 60. What? And so, yeah, you can take it out. You can take it out at 18. You can take it out at 18, but you're going to pay a 10% tax. You can only take it out at 18 to buy a house, go to college, or start a business. Otherwise, you can wait to 59 and a half and you won't be taxed, and you can take it out. So this is going to be for those 2-year period. This is going to be a Social Security supplement if they choose to use it that way. Of course, I know kids will be like, it's my money, I want it. So we'll be dead, Brenda. It won't matter. So the government will have probably already bankrupted this system by then. So. But here's my argument I have with this. Are they going to do away with Social Security? Because like Chris says, it's basically a Social Security 2.0 scheme. And it adds money into the war chest for 18 years. For 2 years, for 18 years, the government's making money off of it. In other words, they're making the interest off of it for the first 17 years. The government is. Yeah, this is it's a money laundering scheme. But here's my thing. Social Security was designed to only be temporary as well. So in 2028, are they going to scream, oh, well, now you're discriminating against kids born in 2029? And then in 2029, are they going to say about 20? So
when you
It's a
work
scam.
all of your life, you are working. They're taking Social Security out of you. They
Yes,
take it out so
yes,
that when you're
yes.
older or if anything happens, it's there to fall on.
Yeah, here, have $500 when you're old. Yeah, yeah. Don't
Yeah,
give me.
well,
They're killing me with my pension. So, yeah, don't
right.
get me going. You don't get shit. So, it's a scheme. It's all it is, and it looks really good on paper, but guaranteed 20 some years from now, that the system will be broke. So,
Don't anybody do it. And Trump, whoever's doing that
well,
and brought that to your attention, they
I'm
lied.
encouraging my grandkids to do it. I mean, what the hell?
Oh,
We've thrown money at stupider things. So, I mean, hell,
well,
I've
that's
got an
true.
investment in comic books for them that'll probably be worth more at the age of 18.
Probably.
All right. So I've seen a lot of my friends on Facebook posting that they've been sick. Well, apparently there's a winter vomiting disease that is spreading rapidly across America. So it's apparently it's just something that just comes and goes for a short period of time, but it does pose a threat to people like you who are compromised and old, as well as small children if they don't get hydrated. So, but yeah, so there's a stomach virus going around. It's only a short-lived thing. So if you do get sick, it probably will only last for about 24 to 48 hours. So, but just wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. So don't go out in public. Wash your hands. So that's a big thing. Don't go out in public. Wash your hands.
No, don't go by that. Everybody, get out of your damn houses. You'll probably feel better.
Yeah, they're recommending if you have somebody sick in your house that you clean all surfaces with bleach, especially if you prepare food there. Of course, wash your hands frequently. And after you start to feel better, wait 2 days before you have contact with other people. So, and when you do your laundry, use some type of not bleach. What is it? Colored bleach or yeah, I don't know the names of them, but yeah. So, anyhow, it's probably going to get you, and you're gonna feel sick for a little while. So, just remember that virus, if you go to your Safeway and you're looking at that lettuce that somebody sneezed on, it can live on that for up to 2 weeks at temperatures up to 140 are freezing temperatures. So
peel the upper leaves off and wash it.
Does not work. So you're going to get it. You're going to die. That's the key takeaway from this article. So
is this a new attempt?
Delaware. Well, this didn't make a whole lot of news. I had to dig for this. University of Delaware student was arrested, and this headline says a machine gun. I don't know that it was a machine gun, but it was definitely a semi-automatic rifle. He had a manifesto and plans on attacking the campus. He was a 25-year-old. He had handwritten notes targeting specific members of the University of Delaware Police Department and had drawn a building design of the building and with his plans. So apparently he was pulled over during a traffic stop. See, this is a lot of people give cops shit, but this is how a lot of good things get stopped. Just a routine traffic stop. And well, Khan Lamukuna Khan is his name, appeared visibly nervous during the traffic stop, avoided eye contact, and didn't want to comply with the officer's command. So he was detained for resisting arrest. And when they had the PC, they searched his 2007 Toyota Tacoma, had a black backpack with handguns, had been converted. So it was probably a Glock with the 3D printed thing on it. And he's okay. See, a submachine gun capable of firing approximately 1,200 rounds per minute. A submachine. Oh, I got to see a picture of this thing. Oh, it's a modified AR. And this is put out by a goddamn police department. This is how they try and scare you. A submachine gun capable of firing 1,200 rounds per minute. Okay, it's a semi-automatic, and if you had 1,200 round magazine that would keep feeding it, it would fire that in a minute. Yes, that is all factually correct. but you're totally trying to scare people. He had a submachine gun, ladies and gentlemen. He was planning on killing many people. It could fire 1,200 rounds per minute. Jesus Christ. He had a submachine gun, and a submachine gun with mini magazines that could fire 1,200 rounds per minute.
Oh my God, but a bunch of ass monkeys. What are they doing? Why are they saying this?
And this is Delaware, so maybe they don't know anything about firearms. But yeah, they are technically correct. The old term would have been a submachine gun, yes, in that technically, if you had a way of feeding it, the weapon could fire that many rounds per minute. So they were scientific. As somebody I know, I'm a scientist. That is scientifically correct statement. That is absolutely wrong. So, God. So he had body armor. He had notebooks, drawings, and
I wonder what he was going to do.
Yeah. So, and apparently he wanted to have martyrdom. So he had his machine gun and he was ready to go. So. That wasn't really published too much. I had to dig for that. So he was going to kill 6,000 people in 5 minutes. Exactly, Chris.
There you go, Chris. But his intents, apparently.
This I also had to dig for. A suspect arrested. This was also a terrorist attack. Suspect arrested after throwing Molotov cocktails inside a Los Angeles federal building. A man residing in California has been arrested for throwing Molotov cocktails at security officers in downtown LA. And it was described as a terrorist attack. He called himself a terrorist when he was pulled over, when he was stopped. 54-year-old Jose Francisco Jovel from Koreatown. I don't know why that's referenced. Okay. Through incendiary devices at 2 open entrances. So obviously this gentleman wasn't very good at making them because here they are pictured. So his
name was Jose and he lived in Koreatown.
Yes. But at least he wasn't trying to kill, what did Chris do the math there? 10 million people in 5 seconds or something. So they searched. I'm just reading it. I did not make that up. They searched his backpack and, well, they uncovered additional Molotov cocktails and lighters. So FBI is investigating. So he claimed that he was a terrorist because he started yelling for people to shoot him.
I would have yelled, "You're the dummy with the gun."
Oh no, this guy didn't have any guns. He just had
right.
He had mason
just
jars.
That shit at yourself.
He had mayonnaise jars and coffee jars full of gasoline.
Yep. Just
and here's the thing: they're plastic. Not a very bright Molotov cocktail maker. So. But this is one of my examples of continuing to use hateful rhetoric, calling names to law enforcement, is only increasing the violence on our public safety. So, Christy Nome claims that what? Go ahead.
Does he know that when you make those, you're supposed to throw them and the glass is supposed to bust?
Hey,
that plastic.
Yesterday we talked about a 12-year-old that did nuclear fission in his garage, and we got Jose here that is throwing plastic jars that are Molotov cocktails. So we would go from one extreme to the other here, Brenda. So. Yeah,
let's see what our girl has to
this
say.
Is America. This is what makes us so great, Australia. We have 12-year-olds that are brilliant, that can possibly blow up a whole state in their garage, and then we have Jose with his plastic coffee cups. They were probably full of kerosene. Oh my God. Yeah. And as Chris says, it was also a smart move, him wearing a fluorescent vest.
So, yeah, that was a smart move. Yeah, you can't see me.
Yeah, let me go back here. He had on a red hat. Probably they're gonna say he was MAGA.
A working vest. Look at that. What is he doing?
you know, Brenda, this is how cops get lucky every now and then. So
Well, he might have thought, well, I'll run into this work crew over here and they'll never know who I am.
they're never going to catch me in Koreatown. Christine claims that 50% of all visas issued in Minnesota are fraudulent. So that is prompting, wait for it, we are increasing ICE in Twin Cities and, well, pretty much most any large major city in Minneapolis. They'll be searching.
Hang on to your butts, folks.
They're going to start searching for those Somalians in Koreatown first. So,
right? Walking around with plastic jugs full of gasoline.
Chris says dipshits are going to do dipshit things. He's absolutely correct. So, Customs and Immigration, ICE, and well, probably troops are basically going to be storming Minnesota. So, for that. So, after years of Trump attacks, this headline, put on your vest to go to Koreatown. You'll be safe. After years of Trump attacks on Somalis in Minnesota, ICE is now zeroing in on the Twin Cities. So Trump is apparently, according to them, singling out just Somalians. But the last time I checked, he's going after people that are here illegally that are bad people. So if you happen to be in that group or hiding in Koreatown with your coffee can, well, he's looking for you. So the Kremlin said Putin has accepted some of the U.S. proposals on Ukraine and is ready to continue talking. So he's made some concessions, and he is ready to go forth with peace.
Put that picture back down. I gotta see something.
What?
Oh, okay. There's somebody else's face in the way. I was gonna say, what is up with that hairdo?
Hey, don't make fun of him. He'll shoot you. So.
I'm not talking about Putin. He doesn't have any hair.
So apparently they're wanting to make peace. That is, if the UK doesn't bomb in first. So, Three Eye Atlas, the story that never goes away.
Oh my God, not this!
To make its closest approach to us, depending on which scientist you believe, December 9th or 19th. I guess they'll tell us when it happens. Our Interstellar Planetary Defense Network has already been activated. So 3 Eye Atlas is going to be making its closest. But now there's a theory that the mysterious tail that we've been worried about could be a swarm of other smaller objects. Kind of like the drone swarm theory. So, so now there's a theory that the smaller things that are around it and probably the other one are swarms of smaller objects. It's littler UFOs.
Why don't we just start blowing up balloons and make a parade for them and just say the aliens are coming? I mean,
we should just start shooting at it. We should just nuke it. So
why not? What the hell? I mean, this is so stupid.
Putin, shown above, is seen in this photo influencing American elections like he always does.
That's right. Get him, Putin.
And they're all going to do it. So, Rachel Maddow, she has a theory on why Trump is targeting totally innocent fishermen in rowboats.
Wait,
innocent
what?
Fishermen in rowboats trying to put food on their tables. This is an MSNBC breaking news. So she has a theory why Trump and Hegseth are targeting the poor fishermen in their rowboats.
Oh, let's hear her theory.
Because they need a reason for war. They need a reason for war. So we're going to shoot. We're going to shoot the fisherman in his rowboat down.
Okay, now I'm not sure if I'm correct or not because I'm high, but I did not see any oars in any of those damn boats that they
it's funny.
Big ass motors.
It's funny you say that because here happens to be a picture of one of the rowboats, and it looks like there's a bunch of Norse Vikings rowing that sumbitch at 100 miles an hour. So
looks like a torpedo oar. What the hell is wrong with her? Does she drink before she goes on the air?
I don't know.
I think she
And then,
does.
and then they show this video. They say, look, he's targeting the people in the rowboats. I'm sorry, look at the goddamn wake. You've obviously never been on the water. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, that's...
Oh, God, that's just... No.
I won't even go over that picture. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Now they have released never before seen videos and photos from the infamous private island. You can go view them. Most major outlets are showing them. So you can go look at all the pictures and the video. It looks like a damn dentist chair. What the hell? They've got... apparently he had many pillows and liked to stay clean. Is that a shower or a bathtub? What the hell is that?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you can, if you zoom in there, you can get his phone number. So yeah, they're
probably along with others.
Yeah. So you can go. It's the first of the dump. The Democrats are so proud of themselves. They have released this rare view. They had a press conference with 10 photos and a video. So you can go check it out. It makes for some good reading. So let's see. We've talked about this. I got this story out of order. Brenda rushed me today. So we did talk about the Trump account. So the FBI has issued an update on the National Guard shooter. His mom wanted to make a clarification because yesterday, and I think I even said it, that he was conscious, alert, and oriented. He is conscious and alert, but he is not oriented. So there is a difference there. In other words, he is not aware of person, place, time, or event. So mom wanted to make sure that was corrected. So I want to correct that. But he is responding and he is answering yes, no questions, and he's moving all digits and toes and fingers and everything. So the bad guy is still in the hospital, for which yesterday he went to, well, he didn't go. They filmed it in his hospital room, his first hearing. So he was shown to be hiding under the covers with a translator, and he pled not guilty. And they were trying to ask him questions, and he said he was in too much pain and would pull the cover over his head and refuse to answer questions.
Aww.
Now, wait for it. His attorneys filed a writ for when he was discharged from the hospital to be released.
What?
Yes, they actually filed a writ to get him released and put back on the street until his...
Absolutely not.
So many Muslim groups are, of course, contributing to this. So, but the judge, she said, no, he's going to federal protection immediately after he is discharged from the hospital. But they did attempt to get him released. Nice try.
Oh my God.
The Taliban, I don't know how the Taliban has a public information officer, but apparently they do. And they have denied any connection with the shooter. So the Taliban government officially publicly announced that they had no involvement in the incident that took place on 26 November near or at the White House property. And they wanted to emphasize that the individual that was responsible was trained by Americans, stating, so this incident does not concern the Afghan government or people. So the Taliban is distancing itself from this. They don't want any part of it.
You know, it's pretty bad if the Taliban say, nope, that wasn't us.
Well,
nice try.
The Afghan government has said, nope, we have no involvement with this as well. And once again, they emphasize, you guys trained him, tag, he was your team.
There's no givey backsies.
Yeah, so President Trump apparently during his meetings decided that it was a snooze time. Which reminds me, let's check and see. Is anybody alive yet? Has anything major happened? Not yet. All right. So yesterday, apparently he dozed off during his cabinet meeting. You can see here Hegseth talking at him while Trump is snoozing.
You know what? I watched some of that. He wasn't sleeping. He
And
was looking down because he probably didn't have anything interesting to look up at. But
let me see here. Hold on. I want to see if I can see this. Oh, continued site. Well, let me see the big photos. I was hoping. Oh, it won't. Well, let's see. Can I open the image in new tab? Let's see something here. I want to see because somebody published and okay. I don't, that one they published yesterday. Supposedly at the beginning of Secretary, there were two S's. And I thought that was fake news, but I was going to see here what the USA Today's photos show. But yeah, Trump right there, he doesn't appear to be dozing off there. But no, there it is. Okay, I was just talking about that. So this was making, this circled the, open image in new tab. This circled the media yesterday. And they were saying, see, they don't even hide it anymore. It took me a minute. It took me a minute. So do you get that?
I can barely see it, but
okay. It's his name, Pete Hegseth.
Right.
And he's the Secretary of War. Well, they spelled it with two S's. SSECRETARY. And so they were saying he does not even hide it anymore, referencing the SS. Somebody should be fired for this. I'll be perfectly honest. Whoever did this or let this get out should be terminated. But they were trying to say that they,
Is it a bunch of bastards?
Yeah, well, they're saying that they're not even hiding it anymore. They're referencing the Germans with SS. So yeah, so that was the thing yesterday. They were saying they're not even hiding it anymore. So and there's Trump taking another nap. So
all right, I think I would too, man. If I had all these boring ass people.
See, here's the thing. I can't help
moving his head around.
Well, Chris says, "Why is Hegseth shooting that coffee cup with his finger gun?" He was angry at it. Here's the thing. And I know some of the photographers and what they do, because they've only got a limited time each. They can't just stand there for 20 minutes or, they got limited time. So when they push the shutter button on their camera, most of the time, especially with the new digital ones, it fires off like a submachine gun at 1,200 rounds per minute. And it takes a bunch of pictures. And so when you're editing the photos, if you blink, it could actually catch you. So you could technically, I'm not saying that is what happened. I don't know this particular photographer, but that could be what happened. Or hell, he could have just dozed off. Who knows? But I suspect that it's probably just poor photo editing or editing to the way you want your content. But at any rate, they're saying that he is snoozing during the cabinet meetings, and that we're also showing our Nazi side there with the SS. Jesus Christ. So, but the White House has already shot back, and they released and said, if you look at his schedule, and they go on in here to say that he's working 12 hours a day, and they list off just one of his recent schedules of where he starts at 8 in the morning and sometimes doesn't finish up until 8 at night. So they list his schedule, and we go over his schedule every day. He does have a very grueling schedule. If he took a 10-minute nap every now and then, I wouldn't care. I mean, it wouldn't matter to me.
That's mine. I take 2-hour naps.
I would prefer he not do it in front of the camera, but if you got it, you got it. So
you know what though? Look at this man has got more cameras in his face as president, or even not being president.
Oh, agreed.
Than half of the presidents we've had.
Oh, absolutely.
He is constantly under watchful
the previous administration, you never saw him. And speaking of that, the Biden pardons with the auto pin. Well, supposedly Trump, and I don't know if he's going to do it today, but is terminating all documents, including pardons signed by his predecessor, which is President Joe Biden, using the auto pin. I don't know if I want to consider this a slippery slope are, I don't know how I want to think about it, but at any rate, he is going to be, with the swipe of his pen, terminating all of those documents. So stay tuned on that story. I'm not sure how this one's going to play out. I think
I don't
that's a
know if that's
slippery
supposed to
slope.
be his announcement today. I
I
think
don't. I
that's
don't
what he's
know.
going
He
to talk about.
maybe he's. All right. So thank you to Tennessee. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Aftyn Behn, whatever the hell her name is, she lost to Matt Van Epps at the special election in the Nashville 7th District. So, but she went out swinging in her closing speech, uh, telling how she called the congressman elect and had questions for him and told him what he should be doing. But she's gone. So she's, but today's headlines are still how the Republicans should be worried. I don't know if they should be or not, because he only won like by 9 votes or some shit. It was a real close margin. But thank you, Tennessee. Thank you for for doing this. So they are going to keep the seat in Tennessee, and that will also help in Congress. So if we didn't have a Georgia congresswoman that's just ditching out after the first of the year, it would be helpful. So, but so
Yeah.
yeah, they're claiming that it was such a razor thin majority in what used to be a very well held, I guess, district, that the Republicans should be worried. So now, once again, he didn't put a lot of time into this. In fact, he kind of stayed off of the thing until the last week or so of this. Now, Mike Johnson made trips to Tennessee, and of course, so did others. But her primary, I guess, the Democrat plan of attack was, if you read through some of these articles, was that basically almost every commercial on TV was for vote, go out and vote for her. So, but unfortunately, they put a nut job up there, and or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, she did not win. But yeah, she went out swinging, saying she called the elected congressman and told him exactly what he should be doing. So I don't understand. So, but the problem is, and this is highlighted in Twitchy, is this is becoming the new norm. And she is what is considered the median Democrat. And we're going to be seeing, and they use terms that I'm not really going to, but they call them cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Those are their worst words. So they're saying we're going to be seeing more and more of these people that are, as they say, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because that is
great.
the new median Democrat ticket for a female. So that's supposedly the way the new Democrat Party is going. I don't know. Don't care. But thank you, Tennessee. Thank you. Well, now we'll have to make sure Georgia, with Marjorie Taylor Greene quitting after the first of the year, when we have our special election, that people, well, it will be my district, so I can't go out and vote. But so I don't know if this was trending on social media. This young lady here, Amelia Lewis, she's a New York University student. And there's this guy that, like Brenda, he likes to go around grabbing asses. And so this video has been making the round on social media of her walking down the street and him coming up behind her. It's a 45-year-old homeless man, James Rizzo. He had 16 prior arrests for sexual abuse and forcible touching. Well, once again, he has been captured. This video made the rounds. I'm not going to play it because the young woman's went through enough, but she was walking down the street and he came up behind her and slapped her buttocks. And then if you watch the whole video, the whole thing shows he grabbed her hair and threw her to the ground before running off. Once again, homeless man who has 16 prior arrests. So, and most of them are for physically assaulting or forcibly touching women in campus. So Of course, she labels it as, when I turned around, I saw this old white guy. I don't think race has anything to do with it. The problem is these people are getting out. And 16 times he has groped, slapped, touched women inappropriately and been released. Now, the Democrat Party on one side views it as, well, he's obviously doing this because he needs help and he needs food, he needs shelter, and we need to take care of him. That's one way that they are looking at this. But the other way is his actions are only going to continue to increase to get worse and worse. He did this in broad daylight on a New York City street and was brazen enough to do it. So this is going to get more and more brazen as each one of these young women experience this. So he's been released 16 times. No word if this will be 17. So if you're in New York City, well, watch your ass, I guess. I mean, there's crazy people everywhere. Ugh. Yesterday, during one of Trump's rants, he hinted that we may have the best tax season ever, maybe this year or the next, and that in the very near future, there may not be a tax for Americans due to tariffs. So there's only hints at this, but there is no plan on going forward and how he wants to abolish the income tax. So this has only been hints and statements. So we'll see. But he's saying either this year or the next will be the best tax years ever. So there you go. Wait for it. And I pulled this story specifically for you, Brenda. Are you even there? Or did you pass out?
I am here. I am
Jill
here.
Biden. Did you know Jill Biden is horny?
Always.
You knew that?
Well, yeah, haven't you ever seen him run around and sniffs everything? And
no, I said Jill, not Joe.
Oh, Jill. I thought you said Joe.
Jill. Yeah, did you know
Probably.
Jill is horny? Yeah, she's horny.
Have you seen her husband?
Well, maybe there's a reason he's sleepy. So apparently on Black Friday,
oh God,
Jill, while she was on the Nantucket Island, apparently went into an exclusive lingerie shop and was seen purchasing several $100s worth of sexy lingerie.
Ain't none of that shit for her.
So, well, you know, this article points, maybe there's a reason Sleepy Joe is so sleepy, because he's not getting much rest. So
she sucked the life out of him.
I don't know. So yeah. And I just want to note that while they were there, the Secret Service was there, and he was wandering around outside the store and he sniffed a kid.
Oh my God.
It's a true story. It's a true story. I'm not making it up. It's right there on video.
He thought he was still playing his role as president, and he went over to sniff the kid. Doing this for Lick's boy, just stand here and smile.
Yeah. So yeah, she went and got her sexy on. So I'm leaving.
Sure she was just not there picking out an outfit for his funeral.
She's gonna put him in lingerie. Well, I mean,
for her,
whatever works for them, you know. Just I've always said this. I don't care what goes on in your bedroom. Just don't drag me into it. So apparently, Elon Musk has summoned his loyalists and went to an off-grid fortress and had a secret Trump World Summit for what he is whispering as a 2028 prophecy. So the Tesla billionaire took his most loyal and current staffers and rich people and went to an undisclosed location. They had to keep their phones stored in a secure area. They were sent out on buses to the exact remote location in pitch black. And there they held the meeting on 2028 in the White House. So,
wait.
Yes.
Okay.
according to some people, they say that Vice President is the favorite to succeed President Trump in 2028. But during this meeting, there were many other people talked about, and many millionaires and billionaires present. So we'll see. But apparently they went to a remote location where they had to be searched and made sure they had no electronic listening devices on them and had a secret meeting. So yay. It's just what we need. Rich billionaires with tech going to secret meetings. And here you go, Brenda. So you're happy. In Texas, the Muslim city has rebranded itself. It is no longer a Muslim city. And they say they're not trying to bring Sharia law in. So they have changed it. And it is now it's not going to be called anything or have anything Muslim to do. It's just going to be called the Meadow. So you can rest easy. So
I don't believe that for 1 second.
So yeah, but they will still have their mosque because that is protected, and then they will still have their schools, and they will invite you into their community to the Meadow. So it's going to have its own apartment, its own security force. It's going to be a 55 and up community, Brenda. Maybe you can go be a part of this.
Nope,
the Meadow.
Okay.
This is a scary headline because there's a new online cult that is targeting our kids. And anybody that has a parent needs to really be paying attention because they're using games like Roblox, Counter-Strike, and a couple others. And then, of course, they're getting them on Discord and talking them into taking pictures of themselves that they put in groups.
Susie and I put up with that. Susie and I put up with that with her son.
So once they put these photos up, they terrorize and exploit them and tell them that the only way that they will take them down is if they commit suicide.
It is a suicide cult.
So far, apparently there have been several children that have already overdosed or hung themselves. So these are some sick people. They've got many of them under arrest, but they're saying they are still many out there. So the ones they got in custody are facing charges of sexual exploitation, distribution of child pornography, and the list goes on. But the FBI is encouraging anyone that has any potential victims or knowledge to call 1-800-CALL-FBI. So please do that. So
I gotta that's good. Yes. I've got to make a phone call then to them. Yeah, that's what we had to do with Susie's son. We had to get him away from those people. But they've been around. It's not new.
No, it's not. But it's just making. And once again, that was a headline I had to search for. It wasn't a mainstream thing. So.
Yeah.
The House convenes today for a hearing, and you could watch it live if you wanted to, on violence against law enforcement. And so they're going to be talking about the people that call the people names, and they're wanting to crack down on this. There is no room in our country for violence or encouraging violence upon others. So the hearings, we'll see what the headlines come out. But the thing I wanted to take away from this, of course, obviously we know about Sarah that was recently murdered in Washington, D.C. The assaults on law enforcement are higher than they've ever been. 7,900 officers attacked so far this year. I'm sorry, since 2023. It's increased. It's 7,900. So we'll follow this headline. But what I wanted to emphasize, because we brought this up before, and I used to keep up with it, the Officer Down Memorial page. I'm glad to see that they have Sarah on there listed, since she was a military police officer, and that her end of watch was November 27th. And this goes to show all law enforcement officers. And I believe when we last showed this, there was only 16 line of duty deaths for police officers. I'm not sure, but it was relatively low. Well, currently, the number of police officers that have died in the line of duty this year. Now, this could also be they could have died from medical reasons or causes while on duty, or they could have been in a vehicle accident or on the highway. So there's also that, but there's been 90 officers this year killed in the line of duty. Now, the FBI is saying that is a 42% decrease, but my point is it's still 90 too high. So I just wanted to spotlight that and bring that out so that people knew that it's 90 police officers this year. All right, we'll do one last news story, something kind of fun here. A trash panda. Now, we've all had nights like this. You see the panda there, the raccoon? Well, yeah. So apparently what had happened was the raccoon, otherwise known, or also known as a trash panda, broke into a Virginia ABC store and ransacked the store.
Well, then.
And, well, as many of us have probably done after having a night of heavy drinking, he slept by the toilet when they found him. He was asleep by the toilet.
A good place to be.
So he's been taken into protective custody. He's taken to an animal welfare rescue and completely checked out and sobered up.
He's all the treats.
Yeah, he went on a hell of a drinking spree. I mean, it looks like he had gin. He had whiskey. Yeah, he went on a hell of a spree.
Wow.
Oh, they think that he drank most of a bottle of Jameson. That poor fella.
He was a drunken little panda.
And who here can fault him? Who amongst us has not slept at least one time on the floor next to a toilet? I don't think there's many people. And if you're the young adults listening to us, I'm sorry to tell you that at some point in time in your life, you will probably look like this trash panda. So at some point in time, we've all been there. No shame in admitting it. So. The raccoon went on a hell of a drinking spree. So, oh, wait a minute. We have something live here. Let's see what we got here. Apparently, I got to turn the volume up again.
Lower income, no matter what. They never really had deductions. You know, rich people like deductions, but middle income people were never really afforded deductions, which is very unfair. You borrow money to buy a car, you're allowed to deduct the interest from your income tax. And I think that's going to be one of the most, in terms of your industry, I think it's going to be the biggest thing that we're talking about, maybe even bigger than cafe standards. People are going to be able to borrow money, deduct it, so it's going to cost them essentially half. And it'll
help. Yes, sir.
I think it's going to be a tremendous factor. They've never had a chance to do that before. And that's all done. That's all in the great, big, beautiful bill. So it's really terrific. I'd like to ask a couple of our political leaders to say, because you guys have
we've missed the
done an
announcement.
amazing job. This was something that was going to be very tough. We had to fight lunatics to get it done, and they had no answers. You know, you just present them with the facts,
never been seen.
and they just say, "Well, we're just not going to vote for it." They couldn't talk about it, but they didn't want to vote. I see Mike Kelly, my friend back there, has been with me from day one, right?
Yep.
What do you have to say, Mike?
Well, you know what? I think you hit the key. Everybody's talking about the same thing.
In America, like the way they like each other. You can see there's no hatred between these two guys.
No, as long as I beat his price, we're friends. No, but you hit it nail on the head. The American people have always been able to choose what they want to buy.
Right.
They don't want to be taken out of a market by people who, quite frankly, don't even drive their own car, and saying this is the way you've got to go going into the future, and say, well, you may say that, but you're not in the market. You have no idea. And I know the business we're in. At the end of the day, if you were there with me, I'd say, oh, so Mr. President, other than price, what's keeping you from taking the car home today? It's always price. And the fact that we can build a car that's affordable, that people want to buy, that's the key to it. What you've done is unlock the most ridiculous statute that ever came in with CAFE. It wasn't done by the Congress. It wasn't done. It was done by President Obama after the courts failed on it. So thank you for doing what you're doing. You're making America great again. in every single way. Thank you.
Thank you. It's going to be so big for the
Okay,
auto
so
manufacturers. People
This
aren't
is something
even
to do with the
gonna
auto
believe impact this
manufacturing
has.
industry.
You know, Mike used to come to my rallies all the time.
Is he giving us all a car?
Well, apparently he's doing something to make it more
And he'd sit there
affordable.
without
We'll
a
have to
shirt on.
follow that
Oh.
story tomorrow. I had read that there could be something about them changing the MPGs. Now, Biden did that, but what he did was basically just change the formulation for the MPGs. So I don't know. I don't know what he has done, but we'll see. Looking down here, I don't see much different in Venezuela, which means either it's not updating or it's still saying that there's still that's a small plane. What is that? Okay, so that's none of these are B-52s. All right. So I don't know what's down there now. So maybe we didn't blow anything else. Okay, that's good
Maybe
news.
nothing is down there, and we did.
Yeah, no, there's that too. I think if we were bombing something, he would have said something in that. We'd have picked up on that. So FEMA, if you look at the daily report here, the daily operations briefing, well, this is for Tuesday. So FEMA still doesn't care about us, but what they are worried about for today, freezing rain in the South Dakota, in mid-Atlantic, and in heavy snow. Now, that's going to be a problem. We'll talk about that here in just a second. We'll look at the president's schedule. He was obviously seeing in some type of announcement right there when we saw him. So that's the only thing on his schedule today. I'm not going to look at yesterday's schedule. Let's see if AP has anything about they're still on Signal Gate. Good Lord. Oh, well, apparently the My Pillow founder, Mike Liddell, is going to run for governor of Minnesota. All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one of the headlines. I don't see anything here. They're back on Signal Gate with we all use Signal, for Christ's sake. Come on, man. Representative Omar says she will not be a scapegoat, so there's that. And Gregory Bonavino will lead the New Orleans enforcement. And Louisiana governor is welcoming them. Trump plans to weaken vehicle mileage rules that will limit air pollution. All right, so that's what that's about. Yeah, I've read something about it. It had something to do with the air pollution. So would ease pressure on automakers to control pollution from gasoline-powered cars and trucks, making it significantly reduced fuel economy requirements through 2031. It's the latest action by the Trump administration to reverse Biden-era policies to encourage cleaner running cars and trucks, including electric vehicles. So new rules would increase American access to the full range of gasoline vehicles they need and can afford. So we'll follow that story and see what it says tomorrow. So looking at the weather forecast, well, it is snowing in the mid-Atlantic all the way up through, well, to Canada, and then back over in the Northeast through New York, Denise, and you're getting it there, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and into Vermont. And you're going to get the significant amount of the snow, but the freezing rain is going to be the story in the Midwest and the South for the next couple of days, because as this front, and it's going to be while I'm traveling too, yay, as this front comes down from Canada with all the cold air and snow, it's tapping the Gulf of America's warmer air, and of course pulling it up where they meet is going to be the problem, and that will be ice. And it appears Thursday Tennessee is going to have nothing but ice. So pay attention tomorrow, and then Friday it's going to continue to be icy and snowy into the South, Tennessee, Kentucky, the Virginias, up into Maryland, and all that will be slush and ice. Over in Carolinas, it's going to be significant buildup of ice. So pay attention to that, because we're not sure exactly where it's going to land over the next couple days. For our friends down in Australia, I understand that Sydney, you're at 19, but it feels like 18. Melbourne, you're at 23, but it feels like 18. Brisbane, you're at 23, but it feels like 25. For our friends, our dear friends in Perth, it feels like it's 12 outside, but it's really 14. Adelaide, well, you've warmed up to 25, but it still feels a little bit chilly, like it's 20. Hobart, well, you're around 17, but once again, with that cool breeze, it feels like it's 11. Canberra, well, you feel like 15, but it is not that warm. I'm sorry, it's 15, but it feels like 12. So,
good God.
Yeah, Darwin, well, you're the hot spot at the moment at almost 27, but it feels like it's 33, or actually 34. So check with your Bureau of Meteorology. There's a couple warnings in Sydney, Hobart, Canberra, and Darwin if we don't have time to cover them here in a bit. Looking at the expected snowfall over the next 72 hours, we see right around that area where we were talking about, not much snowfall. That's going to be where the ice is, but the most accumulation of snow will be along the Rockies, Sierra Nevadas, extending down through Midwest, Four Corners, all the way back up to the Canada, basically. And if you're in Michigan, New York, Pennsylvania, that area, you can expect some significant snow. And let's see, what's this one? This is current heavy rain or snow conditions. Right now, the only heavy stuff looks to be pretty much, right above you there, Brenda, in Colorado. Probably lots of snow in the higher elevations. So,
yeah, my daughter sent me pictures today.
Yeah,
covered in snow.
My friend in Colorado, she hasn't sent many pictures lately. And let's see, it looks like maybe over on the west side of Australia, around Cairns, you could get some precipitation off of this recently. Looking at the weather warnings, well, it's brand new for Oregon and Washington. They have freezing fog and dense fog warnings. And then for Arizona, you have a freeze warning. Heavy, off of Lake Superior, heavy freezing spray warning. Whew. All right. So where is that going to be exactly? It's going to be up. Oh, that's going to be up near Thunder Bay. That's where they're talking about. Okay. So yeah, heavy freezing spray warning up there. So looking through real quick because we're going to run out of time here. Montana, you have a winter storm watch, as well as Idaho. You have a winter storm watch. Wyoming, well, you have a winter storm and a high wind watch and warning. So you in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho can anticipate that you're going to have some high winds and some winter weather. So stay tuned. Keep your NOAA weather radio handy. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, everyone should go and get and I'm sorry. That's someone who knows I'm on the air.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So it's just want me to pay a bill. Anyone who doesn't know a NOAA weather radio, everybody should have one in case you can't listen to your local news or anything. You can turn on the local NOAA weather frequency and get continuous updates, even during the summer, during the tornadic activities. So everybody should have a NOAA weather radio. Yeah, we're looking here, and Brenda, it looks like Colorado is where most of the intense precipitation is now, up around Chicago, and then over along Ohio river. In Ohio along the Great Lakes, extending up into New York State and Vermont. Let's see. That's pretty much what we just talked about. Let's look and see if there's let's see what kind of warnings we have down here. We have a severe heat wave warning for Western Australia. And then for the Northern Territory, we get down here to Adelaide, and they have extreme fire weather warnings. And that also probably extends over to Canberra, where you have also the severe heat weather warning. So severe weather warning for Northwest Coast, Central North, East Coast, Midlands, Upper, Vermont. Okay, so it looks like pretty much all of Tasmania there. Is that right? Is that right, Brenda? Oh, no. Brenda, are you still with us?
I am. I'm untangling some stuff. Sorry. My
Okay.
headset keeps coming unplugged.
Okay. Well, we're looking at severe lightning, and well, it looks like the only severe lightning is northwest. I'm sorry, is
Dang.
that close?
I'm
Northeast.
going to stand out there in it.
So you're going to go
Get a
stand
good
in.
zap. Yeah, why
There's
not?
none in the lower 48. If you're out near Bermuda, maybe, but there's none there. Tasmania looks like they have some off their west coast. Let's see. Yep, that's the radar where we were just talking about with Colorado getting heavy snow, Chicago, St. Louis extending up into Cleveland. And right now, the number of people with power, well, the highest is in California, 10,000. Brenda, you're right behind them with 7,000. So,
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Where's the hot spot today, Brenda? Where do you think it is?
probably Phoenix.
Think so? 63 in Phoenix right now. So,
Ooh.
no San Diego and LA, 66 and 65. So
It's supposed to be
those are the
66
warm spots.
here today, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't think so. Atlanta, 49. So, whew. I don't think we're supposed to get much warmer. So, nope, that's our high today. And then it's going to rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, and then as I go into the mountains of Knoxville over the weekend, well, it's only going to make it to the 40s. And then, well, we'll see where that cold front comes down. For Chris up in Chicago, well, you're looking at, you're not going to make it out of freezing today. Actually, you're going to be out, not be in the 20s for the next couple days, but it's going to be cloudy. So you'll have that. Denise over in New York. Where are you at, Denise? Here in New York City, well, you're going to make it to 40 and sunny. And that's going to be your high for the next couple of days before it dips down again by Friday. So at night, though, you're going to feel like you're in the 20s. Whew. No, thank you. Up in Burlington, Vermont, they got a high of 30. Whew. They're not going to make it out of freezing for the next couple of days. They're going to drop down to the single digits at night. No, thank you. For our friends in Washington, D.C., well, it's going to be a high of 42 and sunny, but it'll dip down and get colder by the weekend. All right, Brenda, we're running out of time. I still don't see them bombing anything, so we'll stay. We'll keep a check on that. So tonight, make sure to tune in 9 p.m. Eastern. I have a nice show lined up. I have two authors. One is a young adult novelist, and the other one, well, she's been with us before. She's got a new thriller novel out. So come check that out. We're at 9 o'clock for 2 hours tonight. And of course, tomorrow you can catch me on the Thin Line Rock Station from noon till 2. That's 2 hours before this show. If you want to go to www.thethinlinerockstation.com and make a request or hear me spin some hits or just listen to my shenanigans over there, it would be appreciated. Drop a note and let the station manager know that you like the Sportcat show. And then, as always, we encourage you to come over here to YouTube and subscribe to the Sportcat shows. Hit the thumbs up button. And then after the show, leave a comment to help push it out through the algorithm. So, Brenda, are you going to be anywhere between now and then? Or are you?
No, right now I'm working on my Saturday night show, but that's about it. I've got other stuff to do for Channel 12, so I'm trying to get that all done.
Very good. So Brenda's working on a program for the Channel 12 streaming TV network. You can go over there and see it. It's $9.99 a month, I believe. Is that right, Brenda?
No contracts.
Yeah.
You have access to 24-hour-a-day shows, cartoons, and other different shows. Yeah.
So go check that out. Channel 12 streaming TV network. You'll be able to see Brenda there, and hopefully after the first year, you'll see both of us. Everybody have a great day. Everybody on YouTube, well, you're going to get a bonus extra minute or two. I'll let it be Hi Brenda ranting. But on Radio X and Dare Talk Radio, we're going to turn it over to normal programming with all their networks. Thank you for allowing us to tickle your ears. Remember to come back tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. The Sportcat Show, the former Pair Are Normal guys. We'll have a 2-hour show on Dare Talk Radio with some authors. Everybody have a great day, night, or whatever it is in your part of the world. Peace. All right, Brenda, hang on.
Yo.
This is good. Everybody on YouTube, thank you for
Do it
allowing us.
again.
Yeah, it's doing it again. So this is going to hurt Brenda more. It's going to hurt me. Everybody have a great day. We will.
Haha, cut himself off.
You'll see.
Computer. You need a new computer.
No, it's not that. It's something else. I don't know what the hell it is. So everybody have a great day. I will see you tonight for the Sportcat Show, where we interview 2 great female authors. See you tonight.